Swish and swipe.
I got coffee.
I'm swishing, I'm swiping, but you won't hear me griping, cause I'm blessing my house today. I really dig it, I get it. It only takes a minute to keep my house looking this way.
Just minutes.
And you should see me move when I'm getting in the groove with a can-do attitude or a fly.
My granny always said, can't never could do
When I'm
anything.
swishing and swiping, no, you won't hear me griping, cause I'm blessing my house today.
That's right.
I've made it a habit, there's nothing hard about it. Just 15 minutes a day. I'm cleaning and cleaning, I do my quick routines, and I'll soon be able to play. And you should see me smile when I'm sprucing up this title. Only takes a little while and I'm done. And it's fun when I'm swishing and swiping. No, you won't hear me rapping, cause I'm blessing my house today. Here we go now.
Okay, here we. Oh no! Don't start it again.
Swish and swipe.
There we go. Stopped it. So how are y'all today? I am doing fine. I'm telling you, all's right with the world. We're getting things done. But today is plan and play day. It's Tuesday. You know, we have a basic weekly plan to what's going on right this minute. Monday, we bless our homes. Tuesday is plan and play day. Wednesday is anti-procrastination day. Thursday is run a few errands. Do you know why you run errands on Thursday? So you can free up your Saturdays for fun. Friday is clean out your car, clean out your purse, fill up your car with gas, and plan a date night, because that takes care of your relationships. My glasses have smudges on them. And that's what pink rags are for. That's much better. So you see, I laughed so hard this morning. You know, one of the fires in California was set because of a gender reveal pyrotechnic display. Fireworks to show you what is the baby's gender. And Scott Adams was so funny this morning. Just so funny. He said, I came up with a name for the baby. Sparky! So, okay. It's funny. I laughed so hard. Robert said, what are you laughing at? I said, Scott just named the baby that the gender reveal party was for. His name is Sparky. So I laughed. You gotta laugh. Back to our basic weekly plan. Saturday is family fun day, and Sunday is renew your spirit today. And it's just absolutely gets things done. And when you get things done, you've got more time to play. And that's what swishing and swiping does. That's one of our daily habits that keeps our bathroom clean. You just kind of love it, because it all fits together. All fits together. So, folks, if you haven't been watching Scott Adams lately, you should go to his Periscope, Scott Adams Says, and watch the last week of his Periscopes. They're amazing. Absolutely amazing. Now, plan and play day for us. It's all about our menus, because guess what? Our menus, when we plan our meals for the next week, we get the food in the house, and you're able to cook. You're able to save money because you're not going out. You're not doing fast food. You're cooking a meal for your family. And when you utilize your crock pot or your one pot or your oven or your grill, when you utilize these tools you already have, you are saving yourself time. Somebody read a book on Labor Day. That's a fun thing to do. Sometimes I just immerse myself in a book. A week ago Sunday, I read a book about a cult down in Rutherford County. So it was a good book because my husband was mentioned in the book. So folks, right today I am not on Wi-Fi. I am on my cellular system. So if we lose signal, that's why. I'm going to see if this works better. So coming up with your menu. So what's for dinner tonight? And here's some fun ways that we can use our little calendars. And you can get them right now with 25% off. These little calendars you can use for your menus. Think about it. The first day and we're doing Hot Melt Sprint this week. So Leanne and I are being good. I started today. I didn't start yesterday. But we have, that's August, September. You have plenty of room to write your menus down on this little calendar. Yes, little calendar. So, how many things can you make with hamburger meat? Think about it. I haven't talked to Ben this morning. How many things can you make with hamburger meat? You know, is it spaghetti, hamburger pizza, let's see, tacos? So you've got an Italian, an American, and Mexican. 3 different types of meals made with the same ingredients practically. See? Planning your meals. And I like when Robert goes to the grocery store. Sometimes he'll bring home 8 to 10 pounds of ground chuck. And I will cut up 3 or 4 onions, put it all in the crock pot with some water, a cup of water, and stir it every 15 minutes. I've done a video about it. And then you've got pre-cooked hamburger meat that you can use for tacos, that you can use for spaghetti, that you can use to make a casserole, that you can use to... it's ready to go hamburger meat. Pre-cooked. So folks, take care of yourself. See, you've already got a whole big thing of... Rebecca likes to make a soup out of hamburger meat. And we're getting in soup time because it was cool this morning. I'm looking forward to cooler days so I can utilize some soups. I love meatloaf. Absolutely adore meatloaf. That's what I usually do before I put it in the crock pot. I make up 2 or 3 meatloaves. And for the next few weeks, when you make a meal, make 2 of them and put 1 in the freezer, and you'll be eating out of the freezer. I don't know why my voice is skipping in and out. You may need to turn off and turn back on the whole thing, because I haven't had a low anything yet. So menu planning is going to help you save money. Lots of money. And when you save money, you're going to be able to enjoy the holidays. Buying pre-cooked meals at Costco does not save you money. It eats up your budget. It is not hard to cook, y'all. It's not hard to cook. I have done lots of videos on YouTube. That teach you how to cook simple things. Simple things to feed your family. Basic things. How to fry chicken. How to bake. I haven't done a baked chicken, but it's the same thing. You just stick it in the oven. So I don't know why I'm having problems on my... I'm not seeing any problems on my end. So you can... If somebody says, I only cook for 1. Well, when you cook for 1, you need a salad, a nice piece of fish, or a piece of meat the size of the palm of your hand. And if you cook, then you can get some little bento boxes and make your own little TV dinners. Make your own little frozen dinners. Or you can put things in Ziploc bags. You could stack a whole bunch of meals in Ziploc bags. You know, can't, never could do anything. You can come up with a way to do it. And you can save enough money to buy yourself a freezer so that you can stock up. I mean, I can put together a big thing, like several layers of Ziploc bags with 2 cups of hamburger meat in it will stack up about this high in my freezer. And that's about 10 meals. 10 meals. So get your calendars. Somebody noticed that the mop is still up. Justin must have forgot to turn it off. But if you hadn't had a chance to get your big mop pack yet, get it now, because once he notices it, it'll get turned off. So I'm just warning you. So folks, plan your meals for next week and the rest of this week. It's just Tuesday. If you haven't planned your meals, think about how many things you can cook with hamburger meat. How many things you can cook if you put... Leanne calls it rubber chicken. She's just amazing. She taught us how to do rubber chicken. Many years ago, I did it with a beef roast. You can do rubber chicken with the beef roast. So you make a nice sized beef roast so you have planned leftovers. And then you take the potatoes and carrots and onions and the great gravy. You can turn that into a beef stew. You can turn that into soup. There's just lots of it. If you roast 2 chickens, if you got a big family, roast 2 chickens in the oven or on the grill. And you can take those and then you have a roast chicken dinner with green beans and mashed potatoes. Wonderful dinner. And then you take the chicken off the bone. You put the chicken carcasses in a big vat of water and cook them and make chicken soup, make chicken broth. And that makes really great beans of some kind. If you do a ham, I have cooked a ham before and taken the ham juice and made pinto beans. And they're the best pinto beans you ever put in your mouth. So you plan for leftovers. You plan for leftovers. And that's where you save your budget. That's where you save money. It's where you save money. I taught you how to make biscuits. Biscuits are easy. And you can do all kinds of alterations to biscuits. You can add cheddar cheese to them. You can put some jalapenos in it. You can do the same thing with cornbread. So folks, planning your menus is going to save you money. But don't go hog wild, dig out every cookbook you've got, or do searching on the internet like crazy. Start with things you know how to cook. Start with things you know how to cook. Because build a basic weekly plan. Monday, do meatless Monday. What could that mean? A pot of beans and some cornbread. Tuesday, Taco Tuesday. Wednesday, clean out your refrigerator day. Thursday, put something in your crock pot. Maybe a spaghetti or a crock pot lasagna. There are recipes out there that are easy. You put them together, stick them in the crock pot. Friday, pizza. Pizzas are easy to make. My family makes pizzas all the time. They do them on the grill. And Bobby Flay has a great pizza dough recipe. And everybody makes their own pizza. And then you just either put them in the oven or slide them on the grill. So having a basic weekly plan to your menus is going to help you. But you have to come up with what that is. Because standing at the refrigerator door with the door open at 6 p.m. saying, what's for dinner? Nobody likes that. But if you started at 10 o'clock in the morning and you know what's for dinner, if you started as part of your before bed routine to take something out of the freezer, you're going to have a ball doing this. And your family is going to be blown away. Chicken carcasses in the one pot. I love making bone broth in the one pot. I don't know how to set the timer to go for 40 for a lot of times, so I just keep resetting it and doing it 4 times. And I have the best chicken broth and beef broth you have ever seen. Saving money is the key right here. And you do it with planning your menus. And it's going to change your life. It really is. Somebody's talking about black beans. Black beans are absolutely amazing. Leanne used to teach us about a black bean, how to have black bean tacos so that you had a quick and easy meal all the time. You need a can of salsa, you need a can of black beans, you need some tortillas and some cheese. Bam, you got a meal. So folks, quit saying you don't have time to menu plan and start looking back at what you've had for dinner for the last week. Write a diary on your calendar and build from that. And say you went out and got Bojangles chicken. Well, next week, instead of buying Bojangles chicken, which for a family of 4, it's about $30, you get some chicken thighs and stick them in the crock pot. And you could turn it into jambalaya. You could do lots of things. You can do it. Menu planning is essential to running a household that is not in chaos. And your calendar is going to help you to do that. Yeah, just think about what you've had for dinner the past week. Just think about it. And then you can figure out a way to cook it at home if you're going out to eat. And it's going to save you a lot of money. It really is. You don't have to buy whole roasted chickens. You could buy just chicken legs and chicken thighs. You can do it. A bag of beans, black beans, is like $2. And it's a huge, amazing meal. When you have leftovers, you can turn it into a Mexican casserole. You can do lots of things. Pinto beans, you can turn them into refried beans. Have you ever had pinto bean fritters? You run them through the food processor with some cumin and some different things, and then roll them in some buttermilk and flour and put them in a skillet. Wow. And right now, gardens are coming in. Just think about the wonderful things you can cook with your beautiful gardens. Used to, I would make squash and fried okra, sliced tomatoes, and just, I'd like a cucumber salad with sliced onions and cucumbers. So folks, plan your menus for this next week. See how much money you can save. You really are going to save. And plan for leftovers. Those planned leftovers become free meals. Free money. My granny always said, anytime you throw something out of your refrigerator, anytime you throw something from your refrigerator into the trash can, you're throwing dollar bills down the drain. Stop doing that to your family. Use those leftovers. Granny always kept a milk carton in her freezer. And if she had just a little, she called it a smidgen of corn left, she put it in that milk carton. If she had a couple of sliced tomatoes that didn't get used up, weren't eaten at the table, she put them in this milk carton in the freezer. And then when she got the milk carton full, she would make soup out of it. And she would use her chicken broth. She would use the stuff that she had made. How do you order a calendar? Go to savingdinner.com. Somebody put a link in for the calendar. These calendars are great tools to help you stay organized. And our big calendar, this is essential for your family with the busy schedule you have. I know we're getting back to normal, which is just amazing. But stay safe out there and 5 minutes spent planning is going to save you. I dare say you can save $50 if you spend 5 minutes planning your menus. Yep. That's what I believe. So there is some amazing recipes out there. You don't have to keep digging and digging. Just start looking at what you ate this past week. Start building your menu plan. After about 5 weeks of a basic weekly plan for your menus, you're going to have a storehouse of recipes. And you're going to have an amazing menu plan that you can just rotate month in and month out. Once upon a time, we had somebody tell us about using Post-it notes. And they would put their menus on the sticky part of a Post-it note. Well, did you know that Post-it notes now make Post-it note tape? And you just have the sticky part? You can write your menu and then move them down the calendar or move them on to next month. You can do this. It's easy when you sit down and take 5 minutes to plan. 5 minutes. That's all it takes. I love you all. I'll see you at 3 o'clock on my back deck. Bring your tea. I got an extra chair for you. I love you all. I will see you at 3. And y'all be good, kind, and sweet. And plan some menus. I want to hear about these menus you plan at 3 o'clock. You got that? Post-it note tape does stick well. But, you can take a sheet of paper. You can take a sheet of paper and mark it into 7 days and 5 weeks and build your menus. That's what I used to do. One week I would start with a beef roast. The next week I would do a chicken. The next week I would do a pork roast. And then the 4th week I might cook a turkey. Turkeys have lots of leftovers. And you can get some good prices on some turkeys. I love you all. Talk to you later. Bye.